little Danny on the bandstand. Dan's back in
Dan
town.
Lipsitz is teaching in New York now. And I met him when he was 9 years old, and we were doing a summer Jazz for Juniors clinic over at Bethel Music when it was over by Velarde Taylor, when it was in the Velarde Taylor building. And I met Dan. He was 9 years old, and he came in, and he knew how to play at 9. And now he's in his mid-20s, and we've been playing for the last 10 years together.
It's all grown up.
And now he works with Ronnie Spector. Those of you that loved Ronnie and the Ronettes, he's in her band. So, and he goes all over. In fact, he's with a band called the Gilbert, what's his last name? Gilbert Webster? What is it? Gordon. He plays with, it's the #1 Lindy band in the country. And he was in Australia with this Gordon Webster guy recently. So we're really happy to have Dan available when he's not out with Ronnie Spector or Gilbert Gordon Webster and
Gilbert. Yeah.
It's perfect.
Let's do some Ronettes then. I saw what you're trying to do there.
Now we have a young man from Brookfield that we're going to be talking to shortly. I want to give him time to get his saxophone out. Nicholas, get your sax ready because one more song and we're going to bring you up. I wanted to introduce you to the people here. See yourself also. Mom. All right, we'll figure it out. We'll get here. What do you say we do a song by Mr. Antoine Fats Domino? All right. Blueberry Hill. I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill. On Blueberry Hill. 55 or 56. Now this young man, this young giant kid that just came up on the stage is a recent graduate of Brookfield High School. And about, it must be 4 years ago, I got a call and he said, Mr. Michael, I know that you have Jazz for Juniors and I'd like to be included in it. I'm a saxophone player from Brookfield and I'd like to be involved. And it was in the winter, and I said, well, we're not going to be getting back together until June when we start over at the Putnam House. But I called him at the end of the school year, and he showed up. And my God, he did a great job, and he's been with us ever since. And in fact, he takes lessons from Jimmy Lapine, who was my son's saxophone teacher. So it's all that big circle, and Jim Lapine is a giant in the music circles around here. And so that's how I met Nick Napoli, Nick McCarthy Napoli. Now, for the last, I don't know how many years, we've been giving out a Lee Knowles Award. And those of you who grew up in Bethel know that Lee Knowles was the trumpet player in the Glenn Miller Orchestra that way back when Lee went down to the Major Bowes talent show in New York, he won first place. And that when Lee Knowles graduated from Bethel High School, right here, when Lee left this school, Glenn Miller goes to the corner of Mansfield Street and Fleetwood Avenue and goes right into his house and auditioned him and they literally drafted Lee. So when you hear the beginnings of In the Mood, that's Lee Knowles, the first trumpet for the Glenn Miller Band, Bethel, Connecticut boy. So about, it must be 15 years ago now, Drew Grouse, many of you know who Andy Grouse is, Drew Grouse. Drew formed a group, formed something called Scholarship for the Arts, and he wanted to be able to raise money and do things for kids that were involved in art, especially music. And so we started with the Lee Knowles Memorial Award, so we had a way to commemorate somebody from Bethel who was a giant in the field of jazz and pop music. So what happens is Drew spent the last days of his life involved with us doing music. He just died this past winter. There was not a lot of fanfare. There was no big funeral or observance. He just wanted to go quietly. So tonight, instead of giving out the Lee Knowles Award, tonight we're going to give the Drew Grouse Award because Drew set this whole thing up. And our recipient this year is Nick Napoli. And Nick Napoli is recipient of this year's Andy Grouse Drew Grouse Award. Drew played, in fact, Drew played drums for decades with Dom Darmento, whose funeral was just about 4 days ago. So Dom just died, and so I'm sure Dom and Drew are together playing now up there or somewhere, wherever they go to play, wherever the dance hall is. And Nick Napoli is going to join us on a couple of numbers here. And we're going to give you this nice little award that says Achievement Award, the 2014 Lee Knowles Award, but it's really from Drew this year. And you get a little stipend. You get a stipend. You could probably buy about 4 gallons of gas with the stipend. Years ago, you could buy like 8 gallons of gas with our stipend. Now you get 4 gallons. Hey, little baby, it seems like it's gonna happen. Turn around, baby, gonna show you how to jive well. Yeah, jump and jive. Then you really gotta 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 jump and jive. Well, you gotta jump and jive. Then you really 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 gotta jump and jive. Jump jive, then you really gotta jump jive. 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 Then you will jump jive. Then you really gotta 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 jump jive. From Brookfield, the 2014 award-winning saxophonist. We're going to bring him back later.
All right, we'll see Nick in a bit. He's gonna go fill up his tank. Well.
So Jackie, what would you like to sing for the good people of my town of
people
Bethel?
of your town would like to hear this evening? Oh. How about we do a nice duet for them? With some Frank and Nancy.
Frank and Nancy. Kitschy.
A little cha-cha for the people who want to dance?
The pizza man is still there. He's waiting. If anybody gets hungry for pizza, he's there.
Sal is waiting. Cha-cha-cha. I do love a cha-cha. Makes me feel like I'm on a cruise ship. That's called the Lido deck.
I know it's getting light until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me.
And if
We go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. And afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. Then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I can see it in your eyes that you despise the same old lines you heard the night before. No, it's just a lie to you, to me it's true, you never seemed so right before. I practice every day to find a clever line to say to make the meaning come true. And then I have to wait until the evening gets late and I'm alone with you. The time is right, your perfume fills my head, the stars go raining all the nights of blue. Then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you.
all right, Dan.
I can see it in your eyes that you despise the same old lines you heard the night before. No, it's just a lie to you, to me it's true, you never seemed so right before. I practice every day to find some clever line to say to make the meaning come true. Then I have to wait until the evening gets late and I'm alone with you. The time is right, your perfume fills my head, the
actual DVD was given to you in November, and I just got it today.
Yes, yes.
So this is the musical and historical review of the Danbury State Fair, which we did on October 12th, 2013. And we will be doing a revival of that, I don't remember when though.
October 5th.
October 5th. At the Palace again?
Palace Theater.
It's going to be really exciting.
And who's going to be there with us, sitting right in front of you?
Brand new show.
Who's sitting there, right there?
The narrator.
Jack Stetson.
Jack Stetson.
Jack Stetson is right here. He wrote the show.
We all should wave to Jack.
Yeah, we should wave. Jack wrote the show. He wrote the show. He really did. And in fact, Jack saved the show because my idea of the show was so wrong-headed. And when I was saying,
I think he wanted confetti cannons or something.
No, but the way I was going to go up with the show, and Jack was saying, you can't go out this way. You got to give people something to clap about, something to be happy about. Good thing Jack had that, wouldn't let me end the show the way I wanted to end it. But Jack will be there on our stage. It was a fabulous event. It's 3 p.m. in the afternoon. It's a matinee this year. And if you missed it last year, you're not going to want to miss this. It really came together. All the music from 1869 to 1981, which was the span of the 113 years of Danbury Fair. So you've got Jack with the history of the fair, and it's interspersed with music of the various eras of the fair, what they'll be playing. Yeah. So we'll do it another day. No, it was, we did some Civil War era tunes.
I did a Civil War tune.
Yes.
We'll see you later.
It was very nice.
Would you like a program? Oh, look who's here, a Gallagher. There you go.
Or a leaf.
That's right.
And I could tell my students about that, actually.
This is about the summer series.
So you can call the Bethel Theater and get yourself your tickets because we're going to go into... In fact, wait a minute. Not only is Jack Stetson here, somebody else who appeared on the stage is there. He's looking at you. Anthony Nazzaro. Anthony's right there behind that tree. I didn't see him.
Anthony, here he is.
You see him right behind the tree?
I see Anthony.
Well, why don't we introduce Anthony?
Anthony, come and sing a song with us.
The song you sang at the Danbury Fair review, he brought the house down. Ladies and gentlemen, Bethel's voice of Sinatra. Anthony Nazzaro, you can find him nighttime up at the Hilltop New Colony for a Diner in Stony Hill with Paul. Paul's out here. Paul's got a crew cut now. You won't recognize him. But Paul's there late at night. He's mentoring the diner. And Paul is wanted. Anthony's other. And in fact, that's where Dan Lipsitz met Ronnie Spector's husband up at Stony Hill at the diner at night after a gig. And he met Jonathan Greenfield, and then Jonathan ended up hiring Dan to work with his wife, Monica. So Anthony, let's give him Matt's life. Just like the Danbury Fair review.
That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune. When I'm back on top in June. I said that's life. That's life. And as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on the drain, but I don't let it get me down. 'Cause this fine old world, it keeps spinning around. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. That's life. I tell you, I can't deny it. I thought of quitting, baby, but but my heart just ain't gonna buy it. And if I didn't think it was worth one single try, I'd jump right on a big bird and then I'd fly. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. That's life. That's life. And I can't deny it. Many times I thought of quitting, baby, but my heart won't buy it. And if there's nothing shaking come this here July, I'm gonna roll myself up in a big ball